Hey guys, most of you guys have probably heard about onsen in Japan, public baths that people go to, usually fed by a hot spring. You can see there, gents on the left, ladies on the right, 42.9 degrees in the gents, 42.3 in the ladies. Now in this case, this is actually a Sento. Now Sento is more of a real public bath. Usually the onsens are sort of a luxury type experience, not always, but usually they're a bit of a luxury type thing, usually in some area that has natural hot springs. So Sento tends to be a bit more of a practical day-to-day sort of thing. So the people you see coming and going from the Sento tend to turn up with their towel over their shoulder and their soap and their cleaning products, their shampoo and things, and they walk in there pretty much like they're going to have a bath at their own house. So the people we know that do it tend to do it because the bath in there is really big and really deep, sort of like a small pool that you can float around in, and very comfortable. So, but it's sort of a daily routine for a lot of people. A lot of people go there every night before they go to bed. So it's a little bit different from an onsen. In this case, it's a bit more confusing because this one actually is fed by a hot spring. So even though it is a Sento, it really is being fed from a hot spring like an onsen is. Whereas usually Sento are either just normal tap water that's maintained at a hot temperature, or sometimes well water they get from wells to have sort of a more natural water experience. So as you can tell, the line is blurred between onsen and Sento, but just as a sort of a broad sort of differentiation, you could say that Sento is sort of a practical day-to-day type place, whereas the onsens tend to be a little bit more special, sort of holiday type experience, but not always. Not always. We have an onsen not far from us that people go to fairly regularly. So, and in this case, the Sento actually is fed from a hot spring, so it's a bit of a grey area in between. So obviously we're not going to be marching in there and showing you what it looks like inside. It's not way different from an onsen in the way it works. And we've showed you onsen before that didn't have customers in them. That's usually the only way to do that. Sure weren't walking into that place with a camera. Anyway, there it was. More videos coming soon.